welcome everyone! Welcome to my new YouTube channel, FarmChanic. If you've guessed it, you probably guessed it correctly, this channel is going to be mostly for farming simulator videos. But I'll also play a couple of different games and post a couple of different videos, maybe some Euro Truck Simulator, maybe some American Truck Simulator, maybe we'll do stuff like that. But for now, we're going to focus on the farming simulator aspect, because otherwise we wouldn't be the FarmChanic, would we? Alright, so the whole idea that I have for this game at this point in time is the following. As you can see here, I have my own little private save that I play on. That's mine. I've done quite a lot to it. But what we're going to do here is we are going to start a new one. So I have a bit of a storyline that I have thought up for this whole entire series of this specific game. So what we're going to do is we are going to start from scratch. Since I'm already playing on Elm Creek, we're not going to be playing there. We will start at Hout Baileron. I'm not sure if I've pronounced that correctly, but if I read it, it's pretty much how I think it sounds, so yeah. Now, the whole entire storyline goes like this. I'm going to be playing as a kid that was born and raised in South Africa. I grew up here. The first, let's say, 7 years of my life I spent living on a farm with my family, and we had to sell the farm and move to town, you know, because we weren't really using the farm, we weren't farming on the farm or anything like that. So yeah, we ended up moving to town and stuff like that, so I've always been someone that loves to farm. But yeah, I also want to be someone that explores the whole entire world and goes to a couple of different countries and sees what that's all about and do a couple of fun things there, and then eventually maybe come back to South Africa and start my own farm. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that I got on a plane and I flew from South Africa to Europe with my life savings, and I got there and the plane landed, and then I got onto a bus, and the bus took me to this nice little town, or nice big town, that's surrounded by farms and farmers and things like that in Hout Baileron. So that's where I will start my farming expedition. After getting there, I find that all my funds are up and completely finished, so I'm basically starting on zero. I have no money in the bank anymore. I do have a loan that I have to pay off. So we will get to do that as well, and then, you know, that's the storyline for now. So come with me through this whole entire story of building myself and my farm and everything up until I have eventually reached success and I feel that I can move on, and then we will move on from there. Then we will go to Ellengrad, another nice little place that we will visit, and we will start over and farm again. This time we might end up having some funds, unless we decide to spend all our funds and start from scratch again. Then we'll start over, and then after we've learned everything that we can learn, and we've got all the experience and the knowledge of farming, and we're happy with that and we have some funds, we will end up moving back to South Africa, which we will demonstrate and play on the No Man's Land map because it looks pretty fun, where we bought a big piece of land in the middle of nowhere from an old man who decided that he's going to move to his kids in town. He doesn't want to farm anymore. Him and his wife left, so they don't want to be on the farm anymore. They're too old to farm, so they just want to retire and relax. So then we'll buy his farm, and then we'll farm and take over from there, and then we'll also build a bit of a town surrounding our farm and things like that. You know, because it is no man's land, there's nothing going on really in the specific area or the specific part of the country where we bought, and then we'll do that. Alright, so first of all, let's jump in here. So there are a couple of maps, a couple of mods that I'm not going to be using. We won't use the Better Contracts mod, I think that'll make life too easy. We won't use this sugarcane mod. We also won't use the sugarcane planter. We might do some horses, so we'll keep the horse helper in there. We'll keep the Vicon fast baler, unload bales. I don't know if we're going to use this truck. It makes life too easy. Start from zero, definitely. A large universal shovel. I don't think that is too much cheating or anything like that. I won't use the Unreal setting on it. The Plow, the Lizard Subsoiler, this thing is pretty awesome. I don't think it's cheating. I do think it's pretty fun. And then we have a nice KTM 350 EXCF, a motorbike that we will probably be buying after we got some funds. So we do have some transport. So those are the mods that we will be using, and then we will be loading in. Alright, so while we wait here to load in, we'll give it a couple of minutes. I don't think it'll take too long, and then we'll be loaded in. Alright, so we'll roleplay that we're on our plane, we're flying all the way here. We've reached there, we've gotten on the bus. We took the bus ride all the way to where we are. And yeah, we'll see what happens when we get there. Oh, another little thing that I can mention is, let's say we were in contact with an existing farmer that is farming on the map, you know, an existing farmer. That will be my character. Alright, so let's say we were dropped off at this farmer's house. This is one of our international friends. You know, he said that it's fine, we can come and live with him for a while until we get ourselves on our feet. So we do have a place to sleep, we do have some food, you know, we have some water and all of those things. So we're sorted with place to live for now. I am going to increase the time scale a little bit, not that much. I think we'll put it on times 10. That should probably not be too bad. Then I want to quickly sort out a couple of settings here. Firstly, let's see here, save interval, we'll change that to 5 minutes, we'll keep that on hard, drop it on. Seasonal growth, yes, we do want to increase the days of the month a little bit. I think we'll increase that to, let's say, 10 days maybe. Yeah, I think 10 days is fair. We'll keep that as is, we'll keep all of this on to make it nice and difficult, we'll keep all of that on. Stop and go braking, we will put that on. Trailer fill limit, I think we will keep that off. I don't know if it's cheating, I don't like it, it's annoying. Yeah, I hate the fill limit by weight. The trailer is a certain size and we'll use that. All of this AI worker stuff we'll keep off. Over here, I don't think there's anything specific that we do want to change, so I think that should all be good. Alright, so we are currently where? Where are we? Let's see. Hold on a sec. Let me move a little. 37. This is where we are. Where is 37? Here we are. Can't believe I missed myself that much. Or I couldn't find myself on the map. Anyway, so this is where we are. Let's have a look. Let's see. Okay, this is where the shop is. A train. Yeah, a train station. A couple of things. That's pretty cool. Another gas station. This does look like a pretty nice map, if I do say so myself. I don't know how many of you also like this, but this does look pretty nice. Alright, so it does seem that we still have money, which is a problem. I think we do have our loan from the bank. Yes, we owe the bank 200,000. And then what we will do is we will start from zero. Start from scratch. Alright, there we go. Now we have absolutely no money. Alright, so that's what we will roleplay. So we got here, we spend all our funds. We did pay, let's say, 1 month's rent at our favorite farmer over here. So we're sorted for now, but we definitely need to find a job. Now, luckily enough for us, this farmer did say that we can come and work for him for a bit. So let's see. So, he would like us to do some fertilizing. Unfortunately, we don't have any money right now, so we can't buy any fertilizer. And he also said that he doesn't have any fertilizer around, so we'll have to buy that out of our pocket before we can actually do that. So for the role-playing aspect, let's find somebody who will be nice enough to let us borrow their equipment and maybe do something for them. Let's see. I think we'll somewhere just quickly grab this one. We'll borrow the items from them, so we do have something that we can do. Alright, so we will go and sort out Rebecca's field, number 33, and get that field plowed and sorted out for her, so that she can move on to the next step. Alright, so one thing that I can say is, for the role-playing aspect, we'll say that our character here, he knows only a little bit about farming. He knows you have to plow a field, and then you can plant, and you have to fertilize, and then you can harvest. So that is all the things that he currently knows. So starting at the plowing aspect, I think will be a good idea. Alright, so let's just ignore this and move this out of the way. Oh, come on now. This is our crushed stones that we had to buy to start from zero. So we'll just put that under the tree. We'll pretend that that doesn't exist, it's not there. Alright, so the other thing that I want to do is I want to try and make this a little bit more difficult, but also keep it fun and entertaining. So what we're going to do is we are going to say that we are limited to the inside of the tractor. We're not allowed to use the exterior map or exterior camera for anything. If we want to be outside, we can get out and we can walk around and do things outside. Otherwise we are on the inside. So we'll play this in first person mode. So obviously there's a limit to how far our neck can turn. We'll pretend that that's also a factor. Let's try and not crash the tractor, because then this farmer won't be happy, and then we will have some big trouble. Let's sneak up on it. Alright, now let us grab this plow, so that we can actually start plowing. There we go. Alright, so we need to go to field 33. Let me fold up the plow. We'll probably have to keep the help window on for now. Or not. Well, I know the controls, so we'll keep the help window off. Okay. We said we don't want to crash, and then we didn't anyway. That's not nice. Alright, so let's hit the road, and let's get driving all the way to field 33. I definitely have to work on driving, I guess. I guess driving is probably not my strong suit right now. Let's just say that my actual play style on my own personal little map is pretty rough. I don't really use the roads. I don't really drive normally at all. I basically just pick a direction and go in that direction. Whether there are bushes or roads or rivers or anything in my way, if I can go through it, I will. But for this whole entire series, I'm going to try and have a much better play style and keep it as real as possible. So we did miss the turnoff, but there is a nice big open area here where we can actually get through. So first things first, let's have a look at our field here. It does look like quite a big field. Let's remember to unfold the plow. Maybe driving on the road would be a better idea instead of driving in the bushes. Alright. There we go. Okay, so let's figure out how we're going to line this up. Which side is the plow? It's on that side. So let's see if we line it up this way, if that will be good. I'm guessing we need to actually go a little bit more that way, so we'll use that little tiny knob thing in the center of the bonnet, way at the front there, to be our indicator as to how far to a specific side we can plow. So we'll put that little pointy thing right on the edge of the field, and then we'll hope our alignment is good. Let's get out of the tractor again. Check the alignment. That looks nice. If we have to adjust it, we will. Alright, so then I guess we have to drop the plow. And then I guess we can hit the road. I'll keep you guys in here for the first line while I do the first line. And then after I finish plowing this first line, I guess I'll do a bit of a time-lapse thing, because I know plowing takes a very long time to complete. I don't want to sit here and keep a whole video super long with plowing a field. So I think we'll do a time lapse, and then after that we'll see how many hours of daylight we have left, and if there's anything else that we can do. Maybe we'll, head back home or something like that. But for now, we will get to actually farming. Here's a little bit of a blooper or a background scene, a behind the scenes thing. This is actually the second time that I am starting over. I actually made a video previously on this field with a different everything, different tractor, different field, different plow, different all of that. But when I made the videos, the mic did not pick up very well. The audio of the game was too loud, so you couldn't hear me say a word. It was just chaos. It wasn't nice. So I deleted everything and I started from scratch again for a second time, and I spent an hour getting everything figured out so that I can be 100% sure that when I actually do this now again, there won't be any problems with audio, and there won't be any problems with video, and everything will just be, you know, smooth. Everything will just work very nicely. I'm going to attempt to take this one a little bit wider. But alright, for now... Oh no, we're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to do that, I forgot. Force of habit, I guess. Alright, anyway. So, yeah, let me quickly stop the video here and start a new one, and then we'll do the nice time lapse. And then we will get this field plowed in high speed and not bore you guys with watching me plow a field at a slow speed. Alright guys, so we're going to pretend that the farmer is on our way. Bianca is coming to bring us a little bit of lunch here, and we have plowed quite a bit of the field. I'm not entirely sure how much percentage. 23%. Oh, sorry, Rebecca. There we go. Rebecca is bringing us some lunch. She made a couple of sandwiches for us. So Rebecca is going to bring the sandwiches, and we're going to have a quick lunch here until 2 o'clock. And then once we have finished lunch, then we will get back to work. So yeah, this field is pretty huge. It is taking quite a long time to get it plowed. So far, staying inside the tractor using the first-person camera is pretty fun. It's not that difficult. And everything is going pretty well. So I might not bring you guys back in when I do the rest of the field. Maybe I'll bring you in when I'm busy with the last line or the last 2 or 3 lines. But yeah, as you can also see, that one bit way over there, there's a bit of an uphill. It's a crazy uphill, and our tractor keeps on struggling to climb that hill. It gets up, but it doesn't get up very quickly, so that's why I decided to keep going around in a square instead of just up and down, because I'm trying to get rid of that uphill bit, so that it's just going to be a lot faster just going up and down, up and down. I don't know if it is faster going around in a square, or if it is faster going up and down, but we're going to do this for now, and then we'll see how far we get. Alright guys, as you can see, it is 2:36 at this point in time. We quickly had a little bit of lunch, so now it is time to get back to plowing. So let's get back in our tractor and let's get it started up again, and then we will hit the road once more. So far, Rebecca, I don't know why I keep on doing that, but anyway, Rebecca is very happy with the quality of work we have delivered. She's pretty happy with how fast it is going. She, just like us, really does not like plowing a field because it's a very long, very tedious, very annoying process. It takes a big amount of time to get it done, but you know, we'll get this done. And then once we are done with this, I think once we have some money, since it does seem that there's one other plowing mission, and since I think Amelia might appreciate us getting the field plowed a lot quicker than we are with this, I think we will jump in and actually spend a bit of money that we've earned. We'll save just a little bit, but I think the first thing that we want to buy is we want to buy ourselves a proper plow. So I think we definitely, if I look at the ones here, this one is that one, and that one is this one, which I think is also the same one. Yeah, it's the same one. Let me just check the name on this thing, if it does have a name. No, I can't see that. But I'm pretty sure that plow is this plow, this one or this one. So either way, whether it's this one or it's this one, I think it's this one because is it a little bit bigger? Yeah, it's definitely this one. So this one, it's 23,500. It only does 3.5 meters. So even if we spend the least amount of money, if we buy the 6-meter one for 17k, that's still going to do the job a lot faster than using the plows that there are. Otherwise, if we do have the money, 19,000, we can spend it on the 9-meter. So yeah, 19k or 17k, we can always buy the 17k one and upgrade to the 19k one later. But I do think this is a very good investment that we have to make very soon. But at the end of the day, I mean, there are only 2 plowing missions, 2 plowing contracts that we currently have or can do. So I don't think it's really worth spending the money right now. If there are more missions for plowing, more contracts for plowing, we will definitely spend the money and buy that thing, that plow, because that is definitely a worthwhile item to own. It works nice on small fields, medium fields, big fields. It goes nice and fast. It doesn't go any faster than this one, which only goes 12 kilometers per hour. But, I mean, even if it only goes 12k an hour, it's still gonna do a lot bigger job, a lot faster and a lot better than one of these. They are a lot more expensive, and honestly they don't cover a big enough area. So that's the one reason I don't like plowing contracts. But with that specific plow, I think I will definitely enjoy plowing contracts. I think I will 100% enjoy it very much. I do enjoy it on my own private little map where I play. But yeah, let's for the role-playing purposes stick to the idea of plowing missions suck, plowing contracts suck. They take a lot of time, they're very slow, they're very tedious, but you know, once we have enough money, we will make it a lot better for ourselves and for the farmers that we service when we have a proper plow that can plow a lot faster. So yeah, let me get back to work and keep the time lapse running. Otherwise we're going to be here the whole entire day. I don't want to make a video that is an hour long of me just plowing along. I would rather just make a time lapse of this and have it go by faster. You know, once I have that other plow, I'll run it through and demonstrate it, and then if it does do the job a lot faster, we might not do a time lapse. But yeah, I think we're going to do a lot of time lapses most likely. I don't know if I'm going to show every single thing that I do every single day, but maybe I will. Maybe I will just do a bunch of time lapses. I don't know. I'll see. If it's hard and a pain to do time lapses and I don't like it, then I won't do it. Otherwise, if it's easy and fast and quick and worthwhile, then I will do a bunch of time lapses. Unless anybody comments and says that they don't like time lapses. I mean, I might have a poll on one of my videos a little bit later to find out what the general consensus is around time lapse, if people like it, if people dislike it, if it's worth it, if it's not worth it, if people would rather have me make a bunch of videos about, you know, plowing slowly instead of the time lapses, which go by much quicker. But we will cross that bridge when we get there, and yeah, we'll definitely milk that cow once we get there. But yeah, for now, let's get back to time lapsing and not talking so much and just running through it. Alright, so Rebecca came and she brought us a bit of dinner slash breakfast, early morning breakfast, because she saw that we didn't get back to her at all yet. The contract is finished, as you guys saw. We did end up in the negative because the what did you call it now? The interest on our loan came in and we ended up with minus 66, but we at least finished the contract and she was happy with our work, and she did pay us. At least it was an instant payment because she is at least part of the same bank that we are, so that's a very lucky one that we got there. But yeah, that was a big amount of work. It was really a giant pain to finish everything. I honestly dislike plowing missions, especially when it comes to using those small little plows. I really prefer that. That bigger lizard plow that can be either 6 or 9 meters wide. It travels the same speed, but it just gets the work done so much faster. The other thing is I honestly really dislike that tractor that I was using. That thing is a big pain. It just can't seem to pick the right gear. It keeps on shifting and shifting and shifting and shifting. But yeah, at least Rebecca is happy. She gave us some dinner. We had some dinner. We did finish eating a granola bar and some fruit juice that we had left over from lunch that she brought us. So yeah, we successfully finally finished one day. It's the 1st of September, 4 o'clock in the morning now. I see that our friendly farmer, whose name I kind of forgot. Let me see here. John. Or Gene. I think it's Gene. He gave us a place to sleep. This is his house. Probably have to turn off the flashlight. He left us the garage open, that we can at least enter into the house. We do have a key that we can use, so let's head in and go to bed, and then we'll be back in the next morning. But I do think this is where I will end my episode now, and then yeah, the next episode will come out where we're in the next morning and we're busy doing the rest of the things and the rest of the contracts for the next day. Yeah, I'm not going to pay off any bit of the loan right now because I do want to use as much money as I can to invest in our plow or whatever equipment we need, and then once we have a good amount of money, then we will get the loan paid off. Alright, thank you. Cheers for now.